What up? What up? Welcome back to Trading Unfiltered. It's been a minute. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you been?
All good, all good. I'm finally back at it. I've been gone for what feels like an eternity. Took my first trade, in like a month today? Felt good though.
Yeah, man, I saw that. It looked good. I'm glad to see you back.
Good to be back. We haven't done one of these in a while either.
I know. It's been too long.
Indeed, but here we go. Oh, good to be back. Good to be back.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm glad to see you back.
Tell you what, though, it felt weird posting my subpar chart in a sea of perfectness known as Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
No, I didn't even make a trade today.
You didn't miss a whole lot. There's a couple. It's all right day. Nice couple movers. A lot of low price stuff, which if that's your thing, cool. If not, then wasn't a lot out there. Like the Trade Zero guys, they didn't have a lot to pick from today.
I know, man. It kind of sucks. I didn't even realize you couldn't trade the sub $1 until you told me about that on Trade Zero.
Yeah, no bueno, no bueno. Cobra's the way to go, folks.
That's right.
Cobra. All right, so today, doing something a little different that we haven't done, getting a little more technical, I guess you could say. We're going to talk about a tool that both of us use every single day. And to be blunt, I probably have not traded without this software for well over a year or two. Like these guys are awesome. And I know you use them every day. We couldn't make it without them. So trade ideas. So today we are going to show you all what our screens look like, the amount of real estate we give to Trade Ideas because of the phenomenal software that they offer. I'm going to run through a couple basic scans that both of us use just to kind of get people familiar with what they offer. And yeah, man, just show what it's about.
Yeah. I guess I'll show mine first. I've got, let's see here. So, I've got 3 vertical 32-inch monitors. And for the most part, I usually keep TI on the majority of this entire monitor. Now, I've got my my DAS layout to where I've got like the account information down here on the bottom, and I'll usually have the TI covering it up. Sometimes I'll scoot the DAS over and just only have this, just to utilize all the screens as much as I can. But for the most part,
you got 3 verticals or 4?
I just have 3.
Gotcha.
It's 3 vertical 32s.
So you're dedicating a whole monitor to that right there, right? This is one of your monitors.
Yeah, this is an entire monitor. And like I said, I mean, it's because I've got my DAS set up to where the account information would be down here at where I've got the mouse right now.
Right.
And I guess it's kind of good to cover it up with this, and I can drag it over if it starts getting in the way or any, if the alerts start getting covered up by DAS if I'm clicking on it. But I've only got the account information and like a couple of charts over here on whenever I have DAS pulled up. So I'm mostly using the other 2 screens for DAS. I've got my little Evernote up here on the top, but for the most part,
that's another good piece of software, folks. Evernote, it's free, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
check it out.
I like them a lot, but
yes,
Trade Ideas is great, and I've got a bunch of scans that I use every day. my favorite for sure is the halt scanner, the alert. I mean, excuse me. I like trading the halt resumptions, especially into like a key daily resistance. I mean, they're money makers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I love big parabolic halts, things like that. It gives you time to get the locates, all that good stuff. But that's probably my favorite alert. And I was gonna say several of these scanners and alerts came from Chris Verma, so I got to give a shout out to him.
A lot of people use his pair of scanners. They won't admit it, but they do.
Yeah, and hey, I'll tell anybody.
Yep, same.
He's a cool dude. We're friends or whatever, and I like his parascans and or alerts. I mean, they work pretty good. I've got the 40 and the 20, and then just a couple other things, but I've also got some stuff I use for large caps, like the overbought RSI above 70 on the daily and the 15-minute, and then the oversold on the RSI below 30 on daily and 15-minute. I love using the RSI, so
yep.
These are good for me. I got volume leaders here, biggest losers here. Just any kind of para movers are down here. Down gappers, then the para scans. So just a whole lot of good stuff, man. And as you know, you can build scanners for anything. I play with it all the time, so I'm always changing it. I'll probably take some of this away here eventually, a few of the things that I'm not using as much this year.
Yeah, same. We talked about that before we jumped on here. It's good to refine your scans, edit your scans. If something's not working, take it off. You don't want to waste real estate. Like we talked about earlier, day 2 gap downs for me is wasted real estate. So I'm probably going to get rid of that whole thing for a while and put something else up there.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of wasted real estate here on mine. Like I said, just with the layout I have right now with the 3 vertical 32s, it's just I could save some space taking a few of these away. I mean, I think that the halt alert is probably one of the best ones. That and the para alerts. I mean, I love trading paras. So.
Oh yeah, I love a nice midday para. If I'm present for it, I'm not always present for them because I have a knack for leaving at 10 or 11. But if I'm here, yes.
Well, and I haven't been catching as many lately because I've been trying to slack off on trading so much. I had a bad over trading problem for a while, and I've been having to, discipline myself to not trade as much, man. Because I used to be there, like I'd be here just all day if I could, looking at it. If I had the time and I wasn't busy, I was sitting here at this desk for hours and hours and hours, just wouldn't even get up.
Right.
I mean, that's you catch everything, but that's not necessarily a good thing. So
no, over trading can be cancer, if you will. It can,
no doubt.
Yeah, it can be tough.
Yeah, but I've been working on that, and these scans are great any time of day. So
yes, sir.
Shout out. Yeah,
right. And I'm about to show my screen, but one thing I want to touch on too before I switch over to mine. Actually, let me switch over to mine, then I'll say my little piece here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's mine, right? And we know that you guys can't see these things in detail because we're showing this on a vertical monitor. It just doesn't translate well. But mine, that's mine, right? And that's yours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yours. That's mine. The reason I do that is just to show how different or how unique you can make this. All right, you can make this fit whatever size monitor. You can make whatever scans you feel are important. You can make your own scans. And one good thing about Trade Ideas is they have multiple. Actually, they have a ton They have a ton of really well done pre-built scans, both for long side, short side, swing trade, day trade, large cap, small cap, all pre-built. Now, most of what you and I are using are custom scans, minus a couple alerts, halts, things like that. But this just goes to show you how you can customize trade ideas to your whatever it is you're doing, whether you're long biased, short biased. And one thing I wanted to show here, I'm going to change it up just a little bit, just so I can show some people what it looks like up close, I guess. So this is super basic, but this is one window on my trade ideas that I have. For me, it's the top right. But I think, 95% of the traders out there probably use this scan.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Minimum, yeah. Everybody has a biggest percent gainers. You can get this largely anywhere. So this obviously isn't unique to trade ideas. But one thing that is unique to trade ideas that I've found is the ability to create scans from almost anything, any criteria, and you can color code your let me just show you for an example here.
So the color coding is awesome. It's one of my
underrated
favorites.
Like, it is an underrated thing here. Let's see, what do I got? Unfortunately, because we're doing this when the market's closed, it makes it a little bit tougher. But for example, Parascanner, pretty basic. A lot of people run Parascans, but for me, and this isn't by chance, all those things are green because for me they are favorable criteria on a sub-para scan. For example, if this held by institution was above like 50%, it's going to turn red. If the change from open is like 15, it's going to be red. If the float is sub 3 million, it's going to turn red. But pairs are quick, right? They are fast. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I can have this all greenlit lets me know this is a little bit more favorable than something that may have multiple red boxes. So that's just how much of I guess in detail you can go with trade ideas. Is you can literally color code each and every single box per your own criteria.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the color coding to me, and it's something I've thought about for a while. Having it color coded like that, and being able to just like for things like halted, something that's going parabolic, halting, and all your boxes are green for your criteria. I mean, that's an edge in itself, because you're just that much quicker, because you can just go ahead and see
the color, a quick visual thing. And like for me, I think I learned this from Tim Grattani, so shout out to him. He's never confessed to be some awesome level 2 tape reader, but one thing he learned to do very well on level 2 was not to just read the numbers, but he was more so looking at it from a color coding perspective. And that's something I've learned to do as well. For me, level 2, if X amount of green, X amount of yellow, red, whatever, like I do more with level 2 based on the colors than I do the actual numbers. So you could take the same concept of trade ideas, green, good, red, bad. Or something like this, volume leaders, very basic. The only reason I pull this up is because it's, again, super simple. But, if it's green, it's obviously up on the day. If it's red or pink, slightly red, but if it's deep red, it's this one's down 15%. So again, color coding comes into play in a lot of different areas on trade ideas. And one last thing I kind of wanted to show here that I think is an underrated feature with them for people like myself who kind of come and go from the desk frequently. This is the halt scan you were talking about, right? We both love it. Shows halts throughout the day.
Yep.
Well, one thing I wanted to show, or I guess demonstrate for you. So for me, right? I'm in and out of my fair amount. Dogs, kids. I'm not sitting here 8 hours a day. And you can set an audio alert through Trade Ideas, going and alert, whatever. Audio alert. So, for example, I'm listening to call. I have a beautiful sound that plays every time.
Hey, sorry, shut that door.
Sound to get my attention. So every time there's a halt in the market, I hear that sound. Also, if there's a para that's gone absolutely bananas, I will hear this.
Booyah!
If I hear that sound, I'm running back to my desk. But those are the type of things that, like, I think we take for granted now. But before I had Trade Ideas, that was the type of stuff that I did not have access to. I didn't think about. I just could not trade without them now. And again, I know this isn't, you can't see this for people watching. You can't see all that in fine detail. But these are just scans that I've created, tweaked, altered. Even their pre-built scans, yes, they're pre-built, but you can alter them to your own criteria. For example, Trade Zero guys and short stocks below $1. So your biggest gainer scanner, there's no reason for you to have stocks that show below $1. So you could take those right out of the equation. But another thing I like that I don't know if you have it on yours, but I love it. Like any stock in this scan, I can click on it, whatever it may be. In this little top right window, like it automatically pops up for me and shows me all the fundamentals real quick. Shows me the float, the market cap, the IO percent, change in 5 days, whatever. But these are all things you can edit. You can literally change anything and everything with this software. Like I, going forward, will never, ever, ever trade without them unless they disappear off the face of the earth, which I hope never happens. They're amazing.
Yeah, they've been around since like 2002, haven't they?
They've been around for a while, and it's a shame because I think I've only been using them for a couple of years. But I remember some of the scanners I used before these guys. Like, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like my trading did level up when I started using Trade Ideas, 100%.
Oh yeah, I know mine did too, man. Like just being able to trade these, like catch some of these halts, you know, because sometimes you know, if you don't have the right scanner set, you're not even gonna notice these halts.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to trade pairs or quick movers, unless you have a scanner that's going to help you catch these things, you're not going to catch them. So realistically, before I had Trade Ideas, the odds of me catching a parabolic move, you know, just quick pop and drop, was circumstantial. Damn near luck, if you want to call it that, because I didn't have the software to do it. So Trade Ideas has helped level up my trading significantly. I love them. Like I said, I think we've probably taken for granted now because we've been using them for a while, but they are phenomenal. Phenomenal. And one thing I want to add. I am affiliated with Trade Ideas. That's new. I've been using Trade Ideas much longer than I've been affiliated. The only reason I'm saying that is if anybody out there is interested in getting into Trade Ideas, I think they, first of all, is it a 7 or 14-day free trial?
I think it was 14-day.
I think it is. They do that from time to time. They are not a company that always has the free trials. But if you go to their website, you can be notified when they're running a free trial. Definitely check them out. The reason I say I am affiliated is because if anybody is legit interested in getting into Trade Ideas, I can get them 15% off with my code, whether it's an annual sub or a monthly sub. I will put that in the description. But like I said, at least go to their website, check them out. I'm going to say subscribe. There's a way you can set an alert when they do that free trial run that you can be notified about. But I'm telling y'all, we could vouch. I don't think anybody would be disappointed in using Trade Ideas.
They're worth the money for sure.
100%. And look, shout outs to Scripts to Trade. I use a ton of their products in Thinkorswim. A lot. Before using Trade Ideas, I used the Scripts to Trade scanner through Thinkorswim. It's solid. It was a basic gainer scanner. Nothing wrong with that. And I'll be honest with anybody out there. If all you're looking for is a gainer scanner, you don't need Trade Ideas. This is for people who are literally trying to get into trading, either at a full-time level or really trying to expand their playbook or really get into this. It can do so much more than a biggest gainer scan.
Oh yeah,
endless possibilities. I have built so many custom scans for my own trading, for my own criteria. Just by first red days, I used to manually track that. I used to have a whole screen dedicated to multi-day runners that I would have to manually try to catch these first red days. Now, I have an alert that pops up, and it sounds like this. I'm not missing a first red day. It'll pop up on my scan. It'll play me that beautiful music. And I'm not going to miss one. But, dude, I couldn't trade without them. Check them out. TradeIdeas.com. We'll put their link in the description. We'll put the affiliate code in the description. If you have questions, let us know. Anything else you want to add about Trade Ideas?
No, man, just the fact that it's so versatile and it's totally worth the money. Even if there wasn't any affiliation with us, it's totally worth it. You know, I'm using it.
That affiliation is a couple months old now. It's new.
Oh yeah,
that's new. But yeah, man. Sorry.
No. I'm with you on that. I've been using them. I've only been using TI for a little over a year. You know, I was just using some real basic gainer scanners and things like that, which I still incorporate sometimes if I'm on the go, but it's top notch. You know, there's literally no better scanner alert software available. It's it'll change your trading game, and like I said, there's an edge in
100%
in just being able to see something a few seconds faster.
And one thing I didn't even touch on, because I don't talk about this much. Sometimes, on Twitter, between you and I, a couple other guys I know, I'm like the lone OTC guy. You guys all scoff at me and look down on this OTC trader. But seriously, with Trade Ideas, I can edit these scans, alter these scans, whatever, to just focus on OTCs. I love these OTCs, and I can edit these scans to focus on OTCs. You can literally take out the whole listed market and just change these scans and only make them be about OTCs. So I have a couple scans that are solely for OTCs, but they don't even show listed stocks. OTCs only. So Thinkorswim did that, but they just didn't get as in-depth with the amount of stuff you can include in your filters or the customization. So Trade Ideas is one of the few scanners out there that I'm aware of that'll really let me dig deep onto some OTC scans and alerts. So if y'all are into OTCs, and I'm not the only one out there who loves some OTC play, they're awesome for that as well. So that's my last little tidbits about OTC.
I definitely want to get into the OTCs a little, eventually. But I'm gonna have to have your help.
I'm hoping the OTC. I hope it comes back. Not like it died. 2019 and 2020 was just euphoria for OTCs that I don't know if we'll see again anytime. We may, I don't know. But man, that used to be about all I traded.
Yeah, and 2019 was when that was when I was first getting like really serious about trading. So I was the only reason I even knew what OTCs were was because of Tim Sykes.
They move so slow. They're so deliberate. You don't get these crazy jerk moves one way, you don't get the chop. I just feel like it's a much cleaner, structured move. Now, you will get a death candle from hell or a massive green candle sometimes, but I don't know. I just felt like they were easier to trade, but now the liquidity's gone. It's tougher.
I've never traded an OTC.
Still a lot of opportunity. We'll talk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, Trade Ideas, check them out. TradeIdeas.com. We will put the website in the description. We will put the affiliate code in the description. You can get 15% off, whether it's monthly, annual, whatever. If you have questions, hit us up because we use them every single day. We can probably answer your questions. And let me say this too. I keep coming up with stuff. Their customer service is like up there with Cobra, right? Like one reason I love Cobra is their customer service is phenomenal, but so is Trade Ideas. And I think that is something that people don't realize or that might be undervalued. I am hesitant to say this, but I'm going to say this only because I think it shows how helpful they are. But I'm hesitant to say this because I'm hoping this doesn't it won't overwhelm them because we don't have 1,000 people watching this a day or anything. But basically, I sent them some issues I was having with building a scan, and I sent them the criteria I wanted. They built the scan for me and sent me the file.
That is awesome.
Built me the scan per my criteria, sent me the file. Amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know they'd do that.
I've never asked them to do it again. I don't want to take advantage of that, but I was stuck on a couple filters and anyway, they helped me through that, and yeah, man, they're awesome. So that's the last thing on Trade Ideas. Yeah, customer service is phenomenal. But yeah, if you have questions about it, let us know. I'm sure we can answer them because we use it every single day. But we wrapping on Trade Ideas before I jump into the next topic.
That's right. I think we're good. I think
we're good. All right, so started a few weeks ago. By the way, I had the book you recommended on the last episode. I've started. I'm about 20 pages in. The first 10 pages are pretty shocking because dude's I think in the first 10 pages, he's 401ks suck.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. But good read.
Like I said, I don't agree with everything. It's different. You know what I mean?
I like the unique perspectives, and it's not like he's saying 401ks are the worst. He just had it's a good read so far. I'm not as deep in it as I should be, but it's a good read. But on to matters of the next book. Here we go. So this is the third book, right? I did one. You did one.
Yeah. I guess it is just the third.
Yep. So my first book was the can't remember the name of Best Loser Wins. Then you did yours. So we've done 2 trading books this week. Do something a little different. This is not a trading book per se. I think it can help elevate one's trading. I think it can help elevate one's, I don't want to say life, because can be almost sounding derogatory, but it can just help improve in a lot of different areas. So, without further ado.
It's a good one. It's a really
by
good
Mr. James Clear. I've read it. You've listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
It can help with trading. It can help with routine. It can help with pre-market prep. It can help with journaling. It's about building good, strong, daily habits, not overnight, but over a hopefully rather short period of time that can lead to some long changing, everlasting results. So, for example, if you suck at getting up in the morning and doing pre market prep correctly, or if you suck at journaling at the end of the day, it can help with that. It can help create some structure where structure is needed. That's one of my favorite books I probably read in the last, I think I read that last year, and it's one of my favorite ones I read all of last year. I probably average about a book a month, maybe a little more. But that's one of the best books I've read in the last year. Really good. Not just for trading, but for life. It's amazing. You listen to it, right? You listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, I did, man.
Good.
And at the beginning of it, when he's talking about that accident, it had me. I don't like gore, it's not gory, but I don't even like hearing about it. But so I had to force myself through that. But what is it he's talking about? The people that say talking about smoking, and they're like, I'm trying to quit.
Yes.
And that part that stuck with me when the just saying no, I don't smoke.
Right. It's because his whole thing that this started. He was a baseball player, right? Wasn't it baseball?
Yeah, baseball
Player, and he was trying to improve and get better. And it's like he made these what people around him felt like were vast improvements, but for him they were little like incremental changes, 1% every day, that like other people didn't notice these little tiny incremental changes. But at the end of all these incremental changes, he's got these huge areas of opportunity that he's grown in.
Right.
Good book. I'd recommend it to anybody. But with that,
I liked it a lot too.
Oh yeah, man. Check it out. Trade Ideas, Atomic Habits. You're awesome. Yeah, I'm talking to you, big guy.
Man, no, that's you.
Sellers is gonna one of these days. He's gonna hit us with the video about how what did you get? Yes, was it yesterday? Yesterday you got like a 35% trade on your phone.
Yeah, it was like a 35. It was what was it?
To put that into perspective, I got 4 monitors here. It's pretty uncommon I hit a 30% gainer, and he does it from his phone. So one of these days, Sellers is going to bless us with a video on how he snipes these things from his phone. Cell phone sniper.
It was 34.03%. What it was.
Pretty incredible. And for those out there, yes, 34% is a phenomenal trade. Don't let these people showing these Webull screenshots with 500% on some lotto option. I didn't want to get into it.
Man, yeah, that might as well be fake. They've probably got one contract.
One contract of every lotto call, and they post a good one. Whatever.
And I've told you, I use Webull a lot, man. I don't... People, I know there's a stigma behind it and all that, but, I trade off my phone a good bit. I trade here a good bit, too. I trade too much. But, I don't care what anybody says. If you're on the phone, and for charting software, Webull's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. You showed me, because I have DOS Mobile that I've used.
DOS Mobile's better.
It's good. I've used what is it? Not Thinkorswim Mobile, but TD Ameritrade Mobile and Thinkorswim Mobile, and I've used Trade Zero Mobile. I've used all the mobile, and I've looked at your Webull stuff, and the Webull, it's clean. It is clean, and it seems very user friendly, intuitive. It's built for a phone, right? Like DOS is not made. I think their mobile app is great, but DOS is obviously for the computer, whereas Webull was made with the phone in mind. So whatever works. There can be a stigma around it for whatever reason, but what there is not a stigma around is making legit real world money. Pretty sure there's not a stigma around that. So F them. Yeah, but one day he's going to bless us with a cell phone sniper video. coming soon.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
All right, folks. Well, I think that is gonna about do it for us. Trade Ideas, Atomic Habits. We will link the website for Trade Ideas in the description. We will link the coupon code in the description. If you have questions, hit us up. As always, we appreciate you watching. Feedback, comments, like, share, etc., etc., etc.
All
I
that
also
good
think
stuff.
we continue to get better at this every week, at least in my head. Could be dead wrong.
Oh, there's no doubt. We definitely do.
I don't think I'm getting worse because I'm pretty sure I started pretty bad.
Yeah, if anybody's
Set the
getting...
bar low, we just can only go up.
That's right. That's right.
All right, folks. Well, sellers, I will holler at you later. People out there, we will holler at y'all later. Hopefully, we will get out another video relatively quickly about, well, we got Trade Anvil still coming with some major moves. They're going to shake some things up.
That's right.
We will definitely put a video out for that because that's major. What they're doing is be major.
It's good.
Leave that there. We'll come out with some other content soon. But anyway, all right, big fella. I'll holler at you.
All right, man. Yeah.
Everybody out there, peace. And see y'all for the next one.
Peace.